Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the 1010 Club. My name is Jonah and we're back here in the basement. Today we'll be unboxing and reviewing the Christopher Ward C63 Sealander bronze. Did I get that right? I did. It's COSC certified too. 39mm, really great proportions, and a bronze watch with a sapphire see-through dial. So, tons to look at. Let's flip the camera around and jump right in. And here's the cool case. They say this is some sort of eco-friendly casing. They don't really give any details, but I do like that slide out right there. So we got the owner's manual, C63 Sealander bronze COSC. We have their warranty card. And something cool that we'll look at a little bit later, it also comes with the COSC certification card. So it gives all the readings, all the tests that they did to get the certification, which is kind of fun to look at. There's a polishing cloth in here, and here's the C63 Sealander bronze. I mean, right off the bat, you can tell that sapphire dial is adding something special to this watch. So the way they did it is it's a black sapphire dial, but it's see-through. So you can see the movement, you can see the date wheel as it goes all the way around. Lots of really cool stuff. So I'm going to zoom in just a little bit more so we can check this out a little bit closer. Some measurements first. It has a diameter of 39 millimeters, lug to lug of 48.5 millimeters, 11.25 millimeters thick, according to them. Signed screw down crown there, which helps with 150 meters of water resistance. A light watch too. The case on its own is 61 grams with this canvas strap, 86 grams, 20 millimeter lug width, which is very helpful, especially because I think this watch would look awesome on a few different straps, and we will definitely put that to the test. Super Luminova on these applied indices, and inside, and you can see from the display case back or the front, because it has that sapphire dial, a Sellita SW200 inside. That's definitely regulated because it is a certified chronometer and it is COSC certified. I'll stick in the price here too, because once we're talking about COSC certified chronometers, the price generally comes into play. $1,150 USD for this watch. Also right now it is on pre-order, should be available by the end of May. All right, lots to cover, so let's start big and work our way in. Kicking off with the star of the show, the bronze case. Brushed finishing on the bezel. You can kind of see the nice radial brush marks around the bezel and brushed on the sides as well. Really nice design to this case too. Little level changes and lines and angles to really draw the eye along the profile of the case. It's also nice and thin, and that downturn of the lug should make it fit and sit on the wrist really, really nicely. Almost completely a bronze case, but as with every bronze watch, we do have a stainless steel screw down case back in the back. We don't want the skin on bronze contact. Also, the sapphire is on the front, but the display case back in the back, where we can see that Christopher Ward logoed rotor, is mineral glass. So really cool case, really great crown too, really grippy. The knurling on it is kind of widely spaced, so it gives you a good grip. And an interesting thing I notice is when I'm unscrewing it, it never pops out. It just unscrews. Every other screw down crown I've had kind of has that feeling, so you know you're done. This one, not so much. Winding is interesting. I've never wound a Sellita before. There's a lot of resistance to it. It's kind of reassuring in a way, but also it feels like I'm winding a spring in a way I never have. And then also another unique part about the screw down crown is once you get it seated and screwing in, it goes in so easily. Like you're not winding it as it's being screwed in. You somehow disengage from the movement when you screw in, so you don't feel that wind resistance when you're just replacing the crown. Anyways, moving in. So on the outer edge, I guess you can call it a chapter ring, of the watch, we have printed minute or second markers with Arabics every 5, so 05, 10, 15, 20, so on and so on. But the first real star of the show for me after the case are these applied indices. Both the indices and the hands have bronze colored kind of outer. I doubt they're actually bronze, but at least they color match with really bright white superluminova inside. So the legibility on this watch, especially with so much going on, is still stunning. So we have a fence post minute hand, a triangle arrow hand, triangle hour hand, there we go. And Christopher Ward has that signature trident counterbalance on that bronze colored seconds hand. But back to the indices, they're just so well applied. They're just, look how thick they are, how proud they are of the dial. Really kind of almost meaty indices, something I really love to see. So we have the double kind of Kit Kat at the 12 and single indices all around. Moving further in, we have the date wheel, which is so cool. So the sapphire dial has been like tinted. So it's dark enough to see the hands, to see the date, but it's light enough to see the movement inside. And you can see the date wheel go all the way around. This is one of the most fun parts for me because when we advance the date wheel, the viewing window is down there at the 6. But obviously, you can see it move all the way around. And this is just a fun detail for me because obviously all of our watches, when we advance the date, they all have a date wheel. They're all doing this. But being able to see it on a working watch, super, super fun. So moving even further in, we have Christopher Ward printed at the top below the 12 o'clock, and then above the 6, we have chronometer 150 meters, and then translated into feet, and then Swiss made on either side of that half 6 o'clock indice. So overall, a really well designed watch, and they really did kind of accomplish what they set out to do, which was, number 1, make the first bronze watch with a sapphire dial, but number 2, make a functional watch. You can see the movement behind the sapphire dial. You can see the date wheel. It has text on the top and the bottom, but still, no matter what, you know exactly what time it is. And after all, it is a watch. Checking out the strap for a second. This is a canvas strap with a little bit of leather seaming backing. Very stiff. I haven't tried this on yet, but I can't imagine this is going to be a very comfortable strap. Also, a bronze buckle here that is signed, if we can get in focus. There we go. So overall, just a really great looking watch. It is on the pricier side, especially for this channel at $1,150 US. But what you get for that price is impressive. Of course, the bronze and the sapphire. The sapphire dial is really cool, but the movement inside is also very impressive in a $1,000 watch. Yes, Sellita movements can be found in some cheaper watches, but not the COSC certified chronometer movements. Let's check out that COSC certification if you haven't seen one before. So check it out. Excuse me, Mr. Watch. Here is a official certification from the Contrôle officiel suisse du chronometer, you know, COSC. So what this means is this watch and the movement inside was extensively tested in multiple positions for multiple hours, and everything had to fall within -4 to +6. That is the guaranteed range of this watch. Now, some of us, me included, have some Seikos that were less than that right out of the box. But we also have some that were way more. Even the SPB 143 I'm wearing today is about 12 seconds slow, which I can't stand. But this is what comes with a COSC certified watch. So we can see here the different positions. They have all the different tests, and then these are all the different discrepancies. All this stuff is just fun to kind of dive into and look at. Little COSC director signature. So there you go. That's what a COSC certification looks like. I don't know how many of us will ever see one in person. I'm only seeing it because Christopher Ward lent this watch in. I didn't mention that, by the way. This is not a gift. I am expected to send this back. They just asked if I wanted to have it for review, and hell yes, I did. So here it is on a rubber, almost waffle strap. It actually came from this Veyer field watch. I think this looks great. Also, it should be noted I'm only going to be switching it out with quick release spring bars because I'm not trying to scratch up a borrowed $1,000 watch. But this, all of a sudden, to me, makes it even look a little bit better. I'll side by side this with the original bracelet. I'm just really not a fan of sailcloth, and I also don't really know if the white contrast stitching helps that much. Also, as noted, the sailcloth definitely not pliable. This one, however, whoo-wee, one of the most comfortable straps I've ever owned. So here it is on a NATO strap, almost a Bond NATO strap. The color is not exactly matched, but it is kind of still cool. And I think this looks pretty awesome. I would probably wear this watch on a NATO strap if given the choice. All right, let's do some wrist shots real quick. Like I said, this is magic. I'm not going to install any spring bars on this watch, but let's just lay it across real quick so we can see what it looks like here. There it is on my 7 1/4 inch wrist. But let's be honest, we should wear it for real. So let's put the original strap on. All right, as suspected, this strap is not doing this watch any favors. As you can see, it is completely off my wrist. It's just, this strap is so inflexible. And I really don't want to like super crease it because again, I'm just borrowing it, but I'll try to like hold it down. There's no way that this watch can be worn comfortably with this strap, in my opinion. So, any negatives, Jonah? Well, the first and kind of most obvious is definitely going to be this strap. It's inflexible, it's uncomfortable. Another kind of issue strap related is that it's bronze. And so we have this awesome matching buckle. And I'm not seeing a way to remove it. So if you are going to use your own straps, they're going to be stainless steel, and you're going to have to not care that the metals don't correlate. They do offer their own rubber strap. I would highly recommend you get it, again, without me even trying it, just because this strap really is kind of a letdown. And another potential negative is the loom. You can see it here. It looks nice. I like the color. It's obviously very legible. But when you bring in like the Seiko, the SPB 143, it's not even a comparison. And they're roughly the same price. Actually, the Seiko's a little bit less. So for such big, chunky, awesome applied markers you have all the way around the indices, I would have hoped they could have filled it with some more loom. Other than that, if this is your style of watch, I think you're really, really gonna like it. I'll pull in some footage now. I did do a wrist shot or a test with my rubber strap. It looks really, really cool on that rubber strap, and it fits really, really well. That's just another thing. It's a bummer because on a different strap, this watch contours to your wrist so well. It fits on your wrist so well. It's a really, really cool looking watch and a really, really comfortable watch if it's not on this canvas strap. So if you're trying to get your hands on a bronze watch, if you're trying to get your hands, I got my finger on the dial. If you're trying to get your hands on a COSC certified chronometer for around $1,000 USD, this might be the candidate for you. Thanks again to Christopher Ward for sending this in. Really appreciate it. Really love being able to get hands on with it. And congratulations on this really, really cool design. Oh, that's an awesome angle. Look at that see-through dial when you see it with the light. Really, really fun. I'm really glad they're exploring different textures and alloys and all that. And also thanks for you for watching. Thanks to you for watching. That's how you correctly speak English. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, that does help as well. Thanks as always. I'll see you later.